Hello there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's Kylie Bertucci, Stamping Up Demonstrator in Australia. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so excited to see so many of you in the chat today. Woohoo! I think we need a yay! It's party day. So how is everyone? I hope you're doing well. We're going to do a little bit of swap crafting today because Bruno and I are heading off to Mexico on Sunday, 2 days time for us, and we are going with the Stampin' Up incentive trip, which only 0.1% of demonstrators worldwide achieve. So it's a very, very special trip that we're taking with demonstrators from all around the world. We are so looking forward to catching up with old friends, but also meeting some new friends that have just earned the trip this year for the very first time. Chris Andrews is definitely one of them that we're looking out for. She's in Australia. And we've got a good friend, Rachel, as well. As I think you say Azamaidi, but she's from Germany. So we're really looking forward to spending some time with her and her husband, James. And we love catching up with Jessica and Dave Brigden, and of course her friends Lisa and Bob Curcio. And we've got Brandy Barnard and her husband John. So we've got so many cool people to catch up with, and we're just going to have so much fun. I just cannot wait. Janet Wakelin and her husband Doug. We've got so many good friends, and we're just so excited. Now, every time we do one of these trips, I like to take part in the swaps. And the main reason for that is because I get to receive some amazing swaps in return. And I'm so excited that we get all of these new ideas and we get to share them with you as well. So we make 26 swaps, and then we receive 26 different cards back, which is very cool. I love it. So do you want to see the card that we're going to be making together today? I did a prototype of the card that I'm doing for my swap. So that's it there. So I've actually used the painted embossing folder in the background, and I'm actually using some, you ready for it? Pebble Path, people. I know, I haven't used it in such a long time. And I think it looks really hot with that beautiful gold paper, which is just glorious. Now that paper is, what is the name of that paper again? Yes, Nature's Sweetness Specialty Paper. So the exciting thing is that paper is actually continuing on. Can you believe it? It's staying around. So I'm very happy about that staying around, because we need it in our life. We need that paper. So let's have a little look here at what we're going to do. Now, before we jump right in and start doing some swaps, I've started majority of them. Like I've done the base of them. I've just got to finish them off. But I will make one from scratch with you. But I am very excited to say that online stamping retreat is open, people. Yay! So let's just show you the online stamping retreat. If you haven't seen this before, where have you been? Oh my goodness. Welcome to the planet Earth. So you can scan the code just in the corner there, and it will take you to registration, which has just opened. We opened it a little early because we had a chat on our Demonstrator only. It's a free page on Facebook. And Lisa and I had a nice chat with our demonstrator friends to just let them know that they are welcome to sign up and also use any of the projects that we make in their classes. I know. So if you want some inspiration, if you're a demonstrator and you want some inspiration, if you are a customer or even if you haven't used Stampin' Up products before, totally fine, because everything in this event is for worldwide. We give the measurements for everyone around the world, so everyone can attend, whether you're a demonstrator, whether you're a customer, even if you don't shop with Stampin' Up. And what you do, because it's a fun fold event, all of our cards are fun folds, and you can just swap out the products that we use. So a few people have asked us, oh, you know, what can I do? You know, can I have the list of items? And we actually hold back from sending what we're using because we want you to use what you already have in your craft room or what you know you're going to get with the new catalog, because the new catalog starts in just, is it 4 days, 5 days time? It's so, I can't believe it's all happening. So if you want to just use what you have in your room, you know, don't feel like you have to purchase anything extra for this event. And you can actually go to our Facebook page. I'll put the link up for you. What is it under? OSR Facebook, I think it's under. Yes, that's the one. So I've just put the link there for you in the comments, and you will see that there's a lot of ideas over there, a lot. And so that will be really good to see how people swap it out. They don't do exactly what we've done, which we just think is so clever. People come up with amazing ideas. And for some of them, we're like, oh my goodness, why didn't I think of that? So Deborah said that she signed up for OSR this morning. Ah, well done, Deborah. And I've seen so many of you have actually signed up already. Janice has done quite a few of them, and they're a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun. We have a really good time. So just an FYI, I saw Regina said that she'll be on a cruise that day, but she's still joined. Isn't she smarty pants? Because there's a recording and you get lifetime access. So don't feel like you're going to miss out. So if you want the link for the online stamping retreat, even though there's a code there, you may not be familiar with scanning QR codes. I'll pop up the link for you there as well to register for the event, because we'd love to have as many of you as possible to come along. All we ask is if you do a watch party with friends, please get everyone in the watch party to sign up. We just really, if you can do that, and please don't pass on any of our links, because we've worked so hard to make sure that we give you this amazing event, an amazing tutorial bundle that is going to be pages and pages of content. But please, please, please don't pass it on to anyone else, because it's really important that people get to experience this directly with us. Get them to sign up, get them to come along. Even if you have customers, you know, tell them, come along. And you know what? It's probably going to entice them to buy from you. So it's going to be a win-win if they come along and watch us and have a lot of fun. I know it's something that I like to do with my team and my customers is introduce them to other demonstrators. And I want them to go to these events. I want them to have like a spurt of creativity to get, you know, the mojo back again. So please let your customers and team members know about this event, because this is exactly what they'll need to give them a lot of motivation for the new catalog. So share, share, share. Yes, and they're all fun fold cards. I know, so exciting. And that's what Kerry asked. They're going to be a lot of fun fold cards. There certainly is. All fun fold cards. So some of them are a little bit more complex than others. I've seen Gina's and it's just blown my mind. I've seen Bruno's and it's blown my mind. But some of them are, you know, going to be quite easy to replicate. Like Lisa and I think we've got some really fantastic, and even Bruno and I's jewel project, because we're making 8 projects on the day, but you're also going to receive, how many do you get in total? 4, 8, 8. What's 8 times 4? 32. You get 32 projects all up. So that is very, very exciting. What else have we got? Oh, yes, and Kayla has already pre-ordered the pineapple pin. So FYI, the pineapple pin is up and ready to go on our store. So if you want to get any of our pins, unfortunately, the postage is. I always forget that that quick key button takes you back. We're starting again. That just keep an eye on postage. I'm so sorry it's so expensive, but we just have to have tracking. And the best thing to do, if you're just after one pin, just go and have a look at our retired products, or maybe get some other pins to make the postage worthwhile, because I know it hurts. It hurts us to have to charge you that. But unfortunately, Australia Post is so bad. We just need to make sure that we have tracking, and that's how expensive things are now. Everything's gone up. I know, it's so annoying, but we didn't increase the price of the pin for you. So we've looked after you all. So here's the pins, and I'll show you the pineapple pin because this is not going to stay around for very long. I have a feeling it's going very soon. We've already had quite a number purchase it yesterday. So it's one of those ones that's going to fly out the door. So we haven't got it in our hot little hands yet, but as soon as we do, we will let you know, and we're hoping to get them posted out by the end of the month. So it all depends. You know what shipping's like now. It's a crazy world. But what I did love seeing is when we went to our recent Stampin' Up event, I was so impressed to see so many of you with the pins on your lanyards. It was so much fun. And people were like, I've got every single pin. I've collected the whole set, and it was just so fun to see them at the Stampin' Up events. So just if you know some team members that you're looking for gifts for them, they're really fun gifts to give to friends that are going to on stage. And I love what Cheryl's such an avid supporter of our online stamping retreat. We really appreciate you, Cheryl. She said it's a fantastic retreat, and she's been to all of them, loved every single one. We work very hard to make sure that every single one is different to the next. I don't know how we do it, but somehow we do. Every time we finish, I go, oh my goodness, how am I going to do this? How am I going to come up with something new? But it's always something new to find, right? I love that. My purple hat stalker in the house. Extra day on the weekend. Yes, it's very good. So what else did I have to tell you that I'm very excited about? Well, firstly, I want to do a big shout out to all of our members, our YouTube members. Oh, I can hear Bruno Bertucci in the house. Hi, Bruno. Did you have something to share with us?
I did.
Ooh, this sounds exciting.
I'm not coming on.
You're not coming on? Oh, show your little early morning face.
If you want to go onto, I don't know how to do it while you're going.
Oh, yes.
But if you go to
ooh,
there,
exciting.
That will appear.
Good.
So if you wanted to show that.
In the PSD format?
No, I'll just make
it. Okay, good, brilliant. Yes, thank you for that. Very good reminder. So Margaret, that is an excellent question. We have charged, it's $45 US. So you just need to do the conversion in your country, which if I do a quick conversion now so that some of you, because some Australians have been asking as well. So 45 US as of today, but it could change, is around $70 Australian, about $62 Canadian, 42 euro, 36 pound, 76 New Zealand dollars, and 2,600 pesos. I've got Philippine pesos here. No, sorry. You can join in the Philippines, but they're actually quite crafty. Anyone around the world can join. Literally anyone can join. So that is very exciting. So just to give you an FYI, and it's about, I think all up, and I'll give you a link to the schedule. Do you like the schedule? I like a good schedule. That's schedule. They're like, what's a schedule? I like a bit of a schedule. So if I go copy URL, excellent. I love it when it works. And this is the OSR is what we love to call it. Schedule. How do I spell schedule again? Oh, schedule. There's the link for you to go and see exactly when it goes live in your country and your dates. We've done every single country we can think of that would probably sign up. because we love you all. We're like, come and play with us. So in Australia, it's an early start, 5 a.m. for Lisa Curcio here in Melbourne. And I think even in Perth and Adelaide, it's even earlier. So just keep in mind that you will have a recording. So you can always go back. You don't necessarily have to wake up in those early mornings. But Bruno and I just make sure that we go to bed the night before really early, and we just really put all our time into attending this event because we just don't want to miss a thing. So yeah, we think it's worth it. I am not a morning person, so Bruno could attest to that, but I think it's worth it. So how many hours is it? So it's 5 to 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. 8 hours. There is a break in between, but 8 hours we're going to be together crafting. So I think it's worth the 45 for 8 hours of fun with Gina, Bruno, Kylie, Lisa. I think that's well worth it. Now, another shout out that I want to give. No, never, except for OSR night. Although, did we? Yeah, we go to bed a little bit earlier than normal for OSR night. I love Bruno. He's like, do we? Well, we try to go to bed around midnight, which is early for us. Now, the other thing I wanted to share with you is our joining our membership option. Big shout out and big thank you to everyone that has joined our YouTube membership. We are thrilled to have all of you on board. And as soon as we finish going live today, I'll be having a personal chat with all of our YouTube members. So if you want to have a look at our YouTube memberships, that is the link there for you to go and check out behind the scenes, extra content. For those of you that sign up as a demonstrator level, we have interviews with Karen Hadler. We've got other demonstrator training that no one else is going to see, like coaching programs and things like that you can have a look at. So please go and check that out because it is very, very exciting to have our YouTube membership. It's brand new. And because we're going to Mexico, we thought we'd do a few behind the scene trips or a few behind the scene lives just for our trip. So we will have some on our free content, of course, but there's just a little bit extra for those of you that want to see it, which is very exciting. I know we're loving all the green names. Look at all those special, and all of you have got special emojis too. Can you use the special emojis? Have you worked out how to use them? I actually want to get Bruno to come up with a few new emojis that we can use. Yeah, green names there. Look at all the green names. Michelle, Carrie, Elaine, Sue, Kayla, Kerry, Lisa, Jan, all of our beautiful Regina, Elaine. Oh, so special. And Lisa Webster as well. It's so cool to have all of our special members, and a special shout out for all of you because we appreciate you supporting us so that we can give you that extra content and something a little bit special, which is good. Oh, very good. Bruno's got all the emojis there. That's hilarious. Oh, I love it, Michelle. That's so cool. Yes, and they're the little star, the heart, and the clap. So I've got to find some cool new emojis that are just for you guys so that you can have a bit of fun in the chat as well. Don't you love it? I love technology. Okay, so I think that's our main things. There was one thing, I'll do it during our live, Bruno, but I want to share with you a little special that's coming up in May that we are so excited about because there's new catalogue time, and who doesn't love new catalogue time? Oh my goodness, it's so exciting. So let's just jump in here. I'll just make sure that I've got a nice clear desk, not necessarily clean, but clear. So that we can do some crafting together. Oh, what happened there? Oh, I know what happened. It decided to lock the phone. How very dare you lock the phone? So hopefully this one works this time. Don't you love technology? Oh, come on, little one. You can do it. You can work. No down-facing camera today. I'm just kidding. I'm like, just please wait me. I love it when it does this every now and then. And I half the time I'm like, I don't even know how it actually connects on here. I'm like, does it actually do something that I don't know? Because it just somehow just works. And I'm like, how did I do that? Oh, how did it get rid of the front-facing camera now? It has nothing to do with the front-facing camera. Oh, like, what have I done? Stop touching things, Kylie. Now, what do I need? Come on, you can do it, down-facing camera. What is it doing? I might need technical help. I know I might need to call out to Bruno and say, Bruno, help. Half the time we don't know why it does what it does.
Hi.
Hi. Do you want to try and fix the down-facing camera just by pressing lots of buttons?
Was it working before?
Yeah. It was working yesterday. I'll start prepping all of the things that we need for our card. So we need some beautiful paper. We need some pebble paths. Yeah, I'm doing one from scratch. Those ones have already got some.
Is that in the new catalogue? The
yes,
folder?
the painted is.
Are you sure?
Well, I hope so. No, I did look it up. I checked. Painted embossing folder better be in the new catalogue. Because it is
Does it have a
gorgeous.
green mark on it?
No, it has a red dot, but I checked on the online store.
Or maybe it's one of those ones going to...
online exclusives,
yeah.
maybe? Oh, yeah, that could be true.
So, that's not actually... Just unplug it.
I did that, and then the front-facing camera it disappeared. Oh, I'm moving that.
Yeah, that's good. So now you should be able to...
Have you turned it off and on? Maybe if we delete that one and then add it again. Sometimes that works. I love off and on.
Oh, this old phone.
Here we go. We look like we're getting somewhere. It made a sound. What's it doing?
Just use that other one, the shoot. Search for
oh,
shoot.
Okay.
Because that will always work.
Let's try that one.
And...
I know, technology sometimes. It's a bit weird though, isn't it? But you can zoom in, can you? Whee! Oh, good workaround, Bruno Bertucci. Look at you go. Thank you, Bruno. So there we go. There's our beautiful card. And guess what happened, everyone? You're going to be so sad for me. Please, please help me find a die. I lost the vanilla die, and I'm really, really worried that it ended up in the bin. It's like my worst nightmare. I was using it with a jam-packed desk full of things everywhere, and I'm like, oh no. So we've searched the bins a couple of times yesterday, but I think I have to do a proper search again today. It's like my worst. It honestly spirals me so bad when I lose something like that. Oh, I hate it so much. I'm like, no, I can't lose something. I think I've lost a sentiment one time, and it was just like, I think the dog ate it. We were dog sitting, and there was one of the dogs. I think he just gulped down the polymer stamp set. He probably pooped it out the next day. So we've got this. Now, really simple for this swap, but we are going to do the Poppy Parade layer size. Now, what I suggest when you're doing an embossing folder, this is my hot tip for all of you, is I actually have got it a little bit larger. So I've done it like the Cajun Craze base size. If you have my card templates, you'll know exactly what that is, the Cajun Craze size. And the reason why I do it that size is because the embossing folder tends to shrink it one way or the other. Sometimes you don't know whether it's going to be landscape or whether it's going to be width-wise, but it does do a little bit of a, because it pulls it in to emboss it, and then all your size is all out of whack. So I will show you how that works and how we can cut it afterwards. Now, this layer here is not one in our card template, but it could be something that I feel like could... Oh, no, actually, is it? I think it is. Everything is always in the card templates, isn't it? I'm like, is it? Yes. Yes, it is. So it is... What card template are we looking for? Oh, I'm getting closer. Not that one. Not that one. So it's in between Pretty Pink. Oh, it's Coastal Cabana. Of course it's Coastal. So that is the layer that we're going to be cutting. So we've got our Cajun Craze size that we're going to cut down to Poppy Parade size. So after we run it through the embossing folder, we're going to cut it down in size. And then we've got this one, and then you've just got your regular card base, whether it's the Gorgeous Grape or I've done the Calypso Coral card base. So if you have our card templates, the tutorial, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, Bruno can put a link up. Oh, Lisa asked for one for the card template tutorial. Really handy because then you can get your layout really easily, and it's just, yeah, just makes a really nice card. So we'll do the Coastal Cabana size. How funny though. I was like, oh, I don't think I used a card template. And then I'm like, of course I do. I always do. Without even realizing it, I do it. So that's our layers. Now I'll get the embossing folder. And I wanted to use one of the new ones, but I really love the painted ones. We've got the Eyelet 3D is a new one as well, which I really like. And what's another new one that we've got here? Oh, yes, the big ones. So I don't know if you know, but these are quite large, which are really good for this type of thing as well. And then there's the So Swirly. So I've got a lot of scrapbookers that are joining us from close to my heart, which is very exciting. Welcome to all of you. So this is going to be really good. A lot of people said for scrapbooking, it'll be really good to have the bigger size. And it's actually really good in Australia because our sizing is a little bit different to the US and Canadian size. Same with the UK. The UK and us have the same sizing. And sometimes it can be a bit tricky with embossing folders because they're sort of geared towards the US size. And so I'm really excited to start seeing, you know, different sizings coming along. Some of you may not realise the issues that we have here in Australia. So I'm very excited. Oh, Bruno made a physical template as a gift. Wow, that's a bit exciting. I think we need to keep a sample just to explain it to people because a lot of the top demos don't. I've tried to explain it to a few of them, and I think we need a margarita while I'm explaining what they are, because some of them you could see them, they're just like, what? I don't understand what you're doing. what are you even talking about? what is this nonsense you're saying? So I don't know if I think I'm going to stick with the painted texture die, which is an oldie but a goodie. If you don't have this one, oh my goodness, what have you been doing? Because it is such a winner, and it's just a really, really great staple to have this embossing folder. I love that it's just so textural, and yeah, it's just the best. Okay, let's pop this in here. And you just want to make sure, because this does have like a see the lip there is right on the edge. So you just want to make sure that you're lining up. This is mainly for those of us in the UK and Australia. See how it's like right on the tip. And so that's why I really like that they're doing the larger sizes, because it just gives us a bit more flexibility here in Australia and New Zealand, UK, basically everywhere outside of the US and Canada. Let's have a look at that. Oh, perfect. Isn't that the coolest embossing folder? And so because it's grabbed all of this and, you know, sort of pulled it in and created all these bumps, it is going to create a different size. You know, whether you like it or not, it's going to happen, because that's just, you know, how it works. So then what I do, because it's quite challenging to cut something that's embossed, but watch this space. So what you want to do is give it a really good score. Burnish, 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 score, score, score. You could even get your bone folder in here. Did you know that you can do this? And really get in there. It's very handy. And then it cuts like butter. It's just so good. And so you want to cut it down to the Poppy Parade size. And give that a really good cut. Look at that. Perfect. And then you know it's going to be exactly the size that you want it to be, because we've all been there, done that, and been like, why is this a different size? So we've got that, we've got that. We're going to have our layers like so. Now I want to cut some of this beautiful, beautiful gold paper. It's just spectacular, this paper. We've gone through quite a few sheets of this paper. So there's quite a few that you can choose from. I could even we'll try using this paper, because it is just beautiful. Now it's up to you if you want to line it up to sort of stay in the same vein. You know, up to you completely. And just so that you know, I'll just work out exactly what it is, the measurement for our US Canada peeps. But I did the strips 2.5 centimeters by 12 point. I think it's better to do 12.4. So yeah, I think I did 12.2. But if you want to do 12 point, yeah, do 12.2, because it was like just slightly over. So that's our metric people. But for everyone else, you'd be looking at, where's our sheet for inches? Here it is. So you're looking at Coastal Cabana size is 4.5, 3.25. So you would probably be, oh yes. So I think let's have a look at 4.5. So I think if you go 4 and 1, 2, 3 eighths. Do you guys use that? It's probably a very random number for all of you. But I really like it. And then if we do, I'm like, I don't care if you don't like it. I really like it. And then I think it'll be good to do 1 inch actually, but we'll test it, because that will give a 1/4 of an inch. How much is 1/4 of an inch? Oh yeah. Yep. I think 1 inch is going to work well. So test that one out. We're going to do 3 strips in these two. So this is for US and Canada. And this is the rest of the world. This is why I have card templates, people, because it's just too difficult. There's too many weird measurements out there. Why can't we all just have the same thing? No, we don't. So if your cards aren't working out, you're probably using measurements in a different country that don't work here. You're probably using US sizes and you're an Australian. Wrong. I mean, it's up to you. You don't have to do it this way, but I feel it's good to use the size in your country because then you don't waste as much cardstock. It's a lot more, it makes sense because then your card base is just basically a piece of the cardstock cut in half. If you're not cutting a piece of cardstock in half, now I like lining it up. Some of them I didn't line up and it was fine, but I do like it lined up. So you just got to kind of keep them in their little order. We could go like this actually, 1, 2, 3. And we'll move that one out of the way. Now we'll stick this down. And what I found with this paper, and it was something that Bruno noticed as well, I'm just going to turn that around like so. Yes, that looks better. They're facing the right way now. With this type of paper, because it is like specialty paper, but it's not really, really thick, so you can actually see, if you do go to use Tombow, you can actually see the lines showing up, which doesn't look the best. So what I did was use the bottom of the Tombow glue, the green glue, and I know that's probably like, what? There's a bottom of the glue? Have any of you ever used the bottom of the glue? I think it actually is. As I was doing it yesterday, I thought this is actually a really good way to learn how to use this glue, is to start with this end, because what you're going to do is you just do your normal squeeze, and it's going to have, you know, little blobs come out like normal. But then what you do is you just do a little bit of smooshing around, because it's got this really wide sort of area that flattens that down. So if you find you're putting too much on, or you're like, oh, I don't feel confident using the other end because it just goes a bit streaky, then this is your friend. And look at that, people. There's no lines there. Let me just show you up close. When I did one of my other ones where I used the lines, you could really see it. So that's a thank you to Bruno. The other thing that you could do if you did end up using the other side is just giving it a burnish with your bone folder after the fact. But I find that this is fine. Like, I find that it sits nicely. I'm happy with it. So that's just a little tip for you as well. We love tips, hey? Handy tips. Now, just making sure everything is the right way and it all lines up. Now, what I like to do here, it seems a bit contradictory, but you will see why. I like to do the end piece. And the reason for that is so that I know exactly how much space I've got for that last piece, because it's very hard to line up, because it's a slightly different measurement in the middle, just ever so slightly, but it makes a big difference if you get it wrong. So there's that one. When you're dealing with like really small measurements, it's like you really notice when it's crooked. So you've got to be very particular when you're working with smaller cuts. It's like they reveal your weaknesses. So you can see down the bottom here, it's a little bit out, but because I've used the glue the way I have, I don't have as much wiggle room. See how it's just ever so slightly larger on this side. Like, look, majority of you probably won't notice, but I can see it straight away. I'm like, oh, it's a little bit thinner there, a little bit thicker there. But it's fine. We're putting a sentiment on top and you probably won't notice. But very, very beautiful. How gorgeous is that panel? And I think it's worth it. I think it just gives it a little bit extra. It looks so pretty. And you get to learn a new technique by using the end of your Tombow. Now, it doesn't really matter which way you put this. Just have a look which side you prefer more. No, you're going to come out, little one. I did have a lid on you, but okay, there we go. It's because it was all down the other end, helping the other side. It's like, I'm down the other side now, all right? Now you want me to go all the way over to the other side. Now, because it's an embossing folder and it's quite sort of chunky layers, just and check that you got the right way up. Just give it a good, like all the edges you want to be stuck down nicely. Beautiful. And we're going to add some dimensionals on this. So hopefully some of, maybe there's a demonstrator that you know that's going on the trip. I hope that they get to receive this swap from us, because it's really fun when I see people highlighting their swaps. And if you have a team, like a team leader or a demonstrator friend that you know that is going on the trip and doing the swaps, get them to share it, because I don't always see them being shared online because we get busy. But there's so much inspiration, and these people that we're swapping with are the leaders in the company. Like, these are the people that are earning trips and doing amazing things. So it's always really good to sort of see what leaders are doing. And surprisingly, a lot of the times it's quite simple. Like, it's good to keep things simple, not to overcomplicate things. I think we have to go, like, you know, become like, whoa, dazzle everyone. But sometimes, you know, when it comes to classes and workshops and even online, like when we do these videos, sometimes simple is actually the best, because it shows us that anyone can craft along, which is always fun. Now, I'm going to show you, I'm going to have a brief interlude before I do some embossing with you, gold embossing, because we love gold embossing. So I've got that, and I'll grab my embossing folder, but I want to show you the amazing special that is coming in just a few days' time. Let me get how many exact days it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So in 5 days there is a joining special, people, and you are going to want to hear about this, because this is like ridiculously amazing. Oh, that's not the right one. Where's my little mouse gone now? Today is the day. Mousy, where are you, Mousy? Hopefully Bruno didn't take it with him, because I'm like, help. I can't, I could just do this for now while I'm looking for the mouse. Where did you go, little one? Oh my goodness, this is such, oh, I found him. It's all right, Bruno, you can stay where you are. He was under the paper. I have no idea what's happening with the down facing. And now the front is not working. What on earth is going on today? What is going on? Technology can be such a pain in the butt sometimes, I'm telling you. Sometimes it just has fun. It just plays with me. It goes, see how you're gonna fix this one. See, that's how it laughs at me. Bruno wants to join. Let's see if I can work out the technology behind adding this photo, Bruno. Oh dear. Here we go. Will it work? Yes! Please work. Hi.
What's going on?
It's all working now.
Oh, good.
I worked it out. Come and stay with this one, because I'm trying to add the photo, so I might need you. I've opened it, but nothing's opening, so maybe it's underneath. Ready?
Yeah. And again, close out that one. So you're in front facing, are you?
Yeah, but nothing's working.
But that's locked. So just go on to the next one.
Okay, thank you. Let's do that. Everything's all over the place anyway. No, it does not want to open.
So
I know what I'll do. I've got the perfect thing. Let's just bring me back here for a second, and I'll do this. It's always the best way to do it if I can't add it to Echem. Yay! I've got it, everyone. Woohoo! Clap for Kylie. I like how Bruno crossed out today. May 1. He's put join May 1. So let me explain this special. Now, these values, this monetary amount is Australian dollars. So please talk to your demonstrator if you're in a different country. But what Stampin' Up! Is going to do is you sign up for $169. So you join Stampin' Up. You don't have to sell. You don't have to stay. You know, people freak out about the quarterly minimums. If you don't reach them, guess what? You just come back as a customer. So there's no pressure whatsoever. But just look at this special for a moment and do the math. Please do the math with me. I hate math until it means I get lots of free stuff. Then I love the math. So this is fun math. This is girl math, everyone. So you pay $169. They let you choose $235 of anything you want. Anything. So brand new product, you can make any order you want. So you're getting $235 worth of product, but what are you paying? $169. What does that mean? That means you get $66 for free. That's what that means. But on top of that, you are going to receive the ink pads, the paper, ink color paper, the ink color designer series paper, the cardstock, and the Stampin' Write markers for free, valued at $144. So not only are you getting the $66 for free, you're also getting the $144 of in-color items for free. Like, what? And you're going to get free postage, which is valued at $11.50 here in Australia. So you're looking at, without postage included, you're looking at $210 for free. With postage for free, that's like $221.50. $221.50 for free. And the cool thing is, once you sign up, you receive 20% off all of your orders. So we know it's new catalog time. We know more than likely many of you have a shopping list of items. If your shopping list comes to over $169, seriously, it is a no-brainer to sign up. And like I said, don't stress about quarterly minimums. So many people get hung up. But I felt pressure to reach the No, don't feel any pressure. If you can't reach it, you just come back as a customer. Don't let that stop you from experiencing what it's like to be one of our team members, one of our crazy crafters. We were chatting to someone yesterday who was talking about the fact that she went to on stage the Stampin' Up! Conference, and she felt a little bit lonely and she felt a bit sad. And I felt so sad for her, because our Crazy Crafters team members, we had over 30 people there. We were never lonely. We always had a friend. In fact, we even tell our team members, adopt a friend. If you see someone on their own, go and invite them. Tell them to come and sit with us. Because we are it's such a beautiful community of team members that we're never, ever feeling left out or alone. There's such a beautiful group of people from all over Australia, and there'll be probably 30 something of us coming to the next on-stage event together, and it's just so much fun. So if you're looking for community, if you're looking for someone to interact with, someone to inspire you to create, we've got a special Crazy Crafters Facebook group that you're going to absolutely love being part of. I go to that group every day, a minimum of at least once a day, because there's team members posting amazing creativity. Kayla, that's here in the chat, Kayla has such beautiful work. Maheshwari, who is on the artisan design team, she's in our team as well. Kayla was on Artisan, and they're posting the most beautiful things to inspire us to create. So you are literally, it's a no-brainer. I can't say enough about being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It's just the best thing you will ever do. It's the best. It's so much fun. I know, right? This is my makeshift until I get to the front facing. Oh, good, it works. I'm like, is it going to work? So anyway, hopefully I have given you enough thought, because really, honestly, think about it seriously. Over $200 for free. It is an absolute no-brainer to sign up. It is so good. And then if you want to stop being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator at any stage, you can. You're not locked in. Like, don't stress about the quarterly minimums. If you reach them, you reach them. If you don't, whatever. Come back as a customer. You just get 20% off for at least 4 months if you join in May, which is brilliant. Yes, and Annie as well. 3 artisan team members on the Crazy Crafters. Annie Alexander, Maheshwari, and also Kayla Renee. So we have lots and lots of inspiration on the group for you. And, you know, Netzi Hedka is always posting. Megan LaCorny is always trying like fun fold cards. Like, we have just the funnest team. And we know that you'll love being part of it because it's just very special. So please talk to us if you want any more information about that joining special. As Bruno said, we wish we could join again, but we can't. We're already joined. But it is really good. So definitely think about doing that. Now, will the down-facing camera work? No. What do I need to do here? I might need Bruno's technical support again. Oh, no, here it is. I think I found it. Yes. What a crazy day, huh? I'll unlock this and then lock it. There we go. I've worked it out. I can't believe how crazy it's been, the cameras today. Yeah, it 100% is user error, but normally I just use it and it works and there is no errors. So why is there errors today? There's gremlins. The gremlins are in the computer. Okay, so we're going to do some beautiful gold embossing with this because I think it's going to look so hot. Let's do some gold emboss. It's called keeping it real, right? I try and be professional, but, you know, I can't not be me. Oh, Leslie, that's so sad. Yeah, it can be a bit lonely if you don't have the right demonstrator. And look, we may not be the right demonstrator for you to join with because we don't do anything face-to-face. And that doesn't suit some people. That's fine. But you really do need to, like, you know, in a way, interview who you're going to join with. Find out what you want. Work it out in your head. What do I want from a team member? And maybe some of you here can write down what it is that you think is important to have in a team. Like, do you want community? Do you want, like, events in person? Do you want regular craft classes? Like, you've got to figure out exactly what it is that you're after. And would it be, like, if it was someone like us that's online, would you be happy with, like, an online class and online meetings each week? And yeah, because I think because we have such a big team all over Australia, it's the best way to contact everyone and make sure that people don't miss out. But that may not be for you. You might want face-to-face. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love gold. I don't use it enough, but it is so pretty. So now we'll get our die that we are going to pretend we have and run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And there we go. I really hope I find this die, everyone. Please think of me. It's not important enough for prayers, but please think of me. So please find Kylie's die. Because I hate losing things. It's like, breaking my heart right now. Okay. Now, the other thing that we want to do is with our little strip that's left over, we're going to emboss the congratulations, because I thought that's a really nice one to do for the incentive trip, because I kind of want to say congratulations to everyone. And that is in, oops, there goes the heat gun, in the Lovely and Sweet, which is staying, everyone. Isn't that exciting? So that's going to be in the new catalogue as well. So everything I've used on my card, I've been really aware that everything is actually available for them to use for the next year, because otherwise, what's the point? You know, they're just going to have a swap that is about to, like, literally retires while we're on the trip. It's like, oh, sorry about that. Sorry you can't use that for anything online. Oh, I want them to be able to post it and talk about it, be inspired by it. So I had to be a little bit smart because it's like this overlap. There we go. And we're going to do white emboss on this one. Oh, that's so exciting, Holly. Thank you for joining. And Michelle said, I don't hear from mine much, but don't let it hold you back. I made my own event team, a group of friends that I've made at events, and we get together each year. I love that, Michelle. And there was actually a few girls with, I saw with Ellen, who's here in Australia, and they all had shirts on. And one of the girls I noticed, I was like, hang on, isn't this lady a crazy crafter? And then I realized, oh, she is. She's on our team, but she'd kind of joined another group of ladies who weren't team members, but they all had the same shirt on. And I just thought, how lovely that one of our team members has not only got their own team, but they've also branched out and met others outside of their team. And I just was like, I was really proud of her. I was like, good for you. Like, look at that. Look at all these new friends you're making. Special connections. Now I'm doing something very technical with this sentiment, and I'm snipping. Very technical. Because it's one long word, it's actually quite easy to cut it out. One straight word. And you could even use your trimmer if you're a bit like worried that you're going to be crooked. But I don't mind a little bit of crooked. I like a bit of rustic feel in there. So that's our little congratulations. So now let's just pop this all together here. Let's get some, oh yes, there we go. We need some of these. And we've had a few get the online stamping retreat. Big thank you to all of you. And for those that have joined our YouTube membership as well, big thank you. We really appreciate your support because that keeps us going. Makes me create more for you all. I think somewhere like that. I like that little spot there. And I just put my congratulations just as like a little guide to see where I'm going to put that. So see how there's a little bit extra here on this edge? So you could flip it and then just use the other side to just smoosh it out. So I might go all the way to the edge actually. Let's just do something different on this one. Because, you know, that's how Kylie rolls. I actually really like it along the edge there. I'll do some along the edge and some not. Some people will be like, why some like this? Why some like that? Because I can. It's my prerogative to change my mind. Change things up. Now, what do I need? I need an insert, and I've got some already pre-cut for inside the card. And what we could do actually is we'll use some Pebble Path ink and stamp that beautiful vanilla flower on the inside. I know, isn't it beautiful? I really, really like it. But I'm not sure, and maybe I'll ask your opinion on this one, whether I should add some dots of some sort. Some embellishments. That looks good. Oh, that's great. Thank you, Charlotte. And I'll actually show you the original prototype. You'll actually laugh. Bruno was like, ugh, it's so ugly. But I'll let you be the judge. You know that I'm not a pink girl, but I may have played with pink. And Bruno's like, no. I think this is very much more me. This is definitely who I am. But this was my original. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to receive? This is the original. Tell me what you think. Do you like it? Do you not like it? So this is using the new Dotty embossing. And I really liked it with this paper. I think that this paper is actually staying over. But I wanted to pick up that sort of rose gold feel in there, and that's why I used the pink. It might be a bit better with petal pink, maybe. It might be just the bubble bath is very bright pink. But you can see how I've used the exact same layout, different color, different embossing folder. So just copy this exactly and swap out the paper, and you've got a totally different too busy for Michelle. Yeah, I think maybe the embossing, maybe if the embossing folder was like the exposed brick or something like that, it might be a little bit more toned down and a little bit more elegant. But, you know, this is the cool thing. This is why I wanted to show you, because I think it just gives you lots of creative ideas, because you can swap out the paper, swap out the stamp set. We've all got the stamp sets this size. Just add a sentiment, and then you've got this amazing sketch that you could use for lots of different cards and just make them over and over. Don't you love that? I love being inspired by sketches. Now, what I'm going to do with you, because, you know, I can never get enough of you all. I've already done all of these, and I've already done all of these, and I've already done all of these, and I've already done all my sentiments. But I wanted to do it from scratch with you because, you know, if I just pulled it all out, boring. But I'm going to put them together with you. So this is a good time to grab a beveragino. We can have a little bit of a chat together, find out what you're up to. What would you like to see when you come on the trip with us to Mexico? Tell us what you're looking forward to seeing. We are hoping to do some zip lining. And I'm really excited about the double zip line, because I've always wanted to actually watch Bruno's face, and I think that would be so fun to do the zip line and do it together. There's like a tandem zip line, which will be really funny. Just shocked that you would even think of using pink. I know, it is very unusual for me. I must have been feeling a bit under weather that day. Michelle, I want to see everything. Show me it all. I'm very excited to report that Bruno invested in a underwater or water resistant, I think, camera, which I'm very happy about, because there's some swimming that we can do in the caves. Just make sure that's the right way up. Yes. yeah, so I'm going to do some swimming in the caves. And there's one that's even like, what would you call it? I suppose it's like a type of mud. So it's like a beauty cave. But no, it's a cave with ooh, there's the strips. I don't want strips, I want dimensionals. There we go. There's another sheet here, half used. But I'm glad I used my edges. I'm very proud of myself. But yeah, there's one that's got, it's almost like, it looks like milk almost, the mud. And you can swim through that, and that will be really funny. I'll need a very good shower that night after swimming through mud. Sure, Michelle, we can do that. We can make you feel like you're coming along with us. Yes, I like that. I want the feeling of being there, but not having to be on a plane for 15. I think our first flight is almost 16 hours, and then we've got 2.5-hour flight from Texas to Cancun. So it's a bit of an ordeal, really, but I'm going to have my Netflix viewing set up, ready to go. Probably watch a few episodes of something exciting. Not sure what yet, but we shall see. Now, if I get a few movies ready to go, lined up, I think that will really help spend the time. And now that I'm doing the swaps with all of you, I won't be doing them on the plane like usual, because that's what I did last trip. I did the swaps on the plane. You want to have mud in unintentional places. Yes. That's going to be very funny. So I like this type of batching with cards. Like, if you've got a design that you really love and you're like, yeah, I really like that. I find it's really, like, if you're feeling like you want a creative little spurt, but you also want to feel productive, I think doing something like this is so good, because you just feel so productive at the end of it. You're like, oh my goodness, I've got all my cards. I've only got half of them here, but I'll do the other, well, not even half, I think. Oh, no, half. Yeah, about half. But I thought I'll just get it started, and then I can do the other bit later on. So maybe I will be on the plane doing it. It would be typical Kylie, wouldn't it? Yes, I'm using a Bruno amount. Well, you know, this is for very special people. These are VIPs. We want to make sure that there's no saggy bums. We want to give them a very good quality base here, because they've worked very hard to earn this trip. So I feel like it's the best way I can say, go you. Look at you go. But yeah, so I've got an idea in my head of what I need to pack, but we have pulled out our cases, which is going to be part of today's job, is sort of getting a bit more organized as to what I need, because I'd really like to go and get some Crocs, because we're going to be walking a lot and doing like walking, but then going into water. And I just want good quality shoes that I can walk in, but that I can also swim in. Because there's like, yeah, rocks at the bottom of the cave and things like that. So I think not the Crocs that are open at the back, but there's like really nice ladies Crocs that I would wear for casual. And I really loved them. But we were dog sitting one time, and the dog broke my shoe, and I was so devs. Really sad, because I really liked them. So I've got to find them somewhere. The ladies' shoe croc, where it's like plastic, but it doesn't look like plastic. And I was chatting to Lisa yesterday. I'm like, have you got any tips of what I should pack? Any good things that you've thought of? And she suggested that, because she's been to Cancun before, she suggested that I get from Amazon, which I probably should order today. Hopefully it comes by tomorrow. But it's like a wristband, and you can put it on your ankle as well. And it is like an insect repellent. She said the insects in Mexico are like huge. So I think that will be a very good idea. Or maybe even oh, thank you, Yvonne. Thanks for getting OSR. We really appreciate it. But yeah, maybe we could bring our essential oils with us, because I think tea tree is also a good one too for warding them off if we can't get the thing that Lisa said in time. And yeah, Bruno's got his cameras. And another good thing that Lisa suggested, which I hadn't thought of, is sometimes it can be a little bit cold in some of the restaurants because they've got like air conditioning that's blasting. So still bring a cardigan, just a light cardigan, because sometimes it can get a little bit chilly in the evening. And I thought, oh, good tip. And the other thing that I want to get is just like, what do you call it? Like when you put it over your top of your bathers, it's like I call it a moo-moo. I don't know if that's just a name I made up. But yeah, just the, covering thing. Just a nice light piece, like I can imagine it being linen or something like that. So I would like to go to the shops today and get something just to cover in between walking places, but just, doesn't matter if it gets wet. It can even go in the water with me, that type of top. I think that would be fun, because it's going to be 30 degrees, which I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. Bruno might be able to tell you, because he did the translation. I think it was like 75. Oh, could be totally wrong. Don't listen to a word I'm saying. I'm literally just making stuff up. Look at that. We sped through that, didn't we? Now, should we do it over the side like that? I do like it on the edge there. I think we'll do these ones on the edge, because we're living on the edge. Yeah, wraps are wrong. Moo. Yeah, something like that I think will be really handy to have, because we're going to be doing... it's a Hawaiian dress. Maybe that's where I got it from. My aunties call them moo-moos too. Thank you. I was like, did I just like make that up in my head? Clearly not. Thank you for maybe it was something my mum used to say. I'm packing in my head right now with all of you, Kathy. That's as ready as I am. But yeah, mainly just the shoe. I really want to get some shoes that I'm happy with, because I don't think my flip-flops will be, or thongs as we call them in Australia. I know it's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? Don't talk about your thongs in the US. One time I went on a ride. I said to the young guy at the front, I was about to go on the roller coaster, and I said, "Is it okay if I wear thongs on this ride?" And his poor little face, oh my goodness, I'll never forget it. And I was like, flip-flops! I mean flip-flops. Sorry, we call them thongs in Australia. He was just like, oh, I do not want to keep talking to you, woman. He was probably like 18. A caftan. Yes, I love a caftan. Yeah, so that's my mission today. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if I end up finding anything. I'll post a picture. Yes. Thongs are what we call them here. In New Zealand, they call them jandals. So if you ever hear that term, jandals is New Zealand. Bruno's like, not quite. I think after today, I think I'll be feeling good. What do you reckon, Bruno? Do you think after today we will be like, okay, because we've opened up online stamping retreat. We've done, like, Bruno's put so much work. Like, he's been coming to bed 2 o'clock, sometimes even 3 o'clock, because he's been working so hard on the pre-event document, and he's done such a beautiful job of it. And then we needed to film the welcome video, which, oh my goodness, was so much fun. I actually really enjoyed filming that. I always enjoy filming that. It's so funny. So make sure you watch that welcome video. And then I also filmed the how to walk through, how to work out Podia, the platform that we use. So I filmed that. And now I have it saved on my phone, which is really good. So I can just use that every time I've got text now. I've got a script, I should say, so that it makes it easier every time. And then I was just doing some graphics and things, like getting those ready so that it looks pretty without pineapple and everything. Now, I've just spilt a little bit of Tombow on there, so I'm just going to use my wipes very, very lightly, because you don't want to wreck the paper. You don't want it to buckle. But yeah, that's come up good. It's got rid of it very quickly. There's a little bit on the congratulations. Oh no, that's just a bit of wet, I think, from the, yeah, good. Yeah, open toe sand. I've got a few like sandals that I'm bringing, but they're not like plastic. So if they get wet, which 100% everything's going to get wet, because it's the resort itself. And I'll actually show you the resort, because it's pretty amazing what Stampin' Up has done for us. But yeah, the whole resort is basically on like a river type thing. I guess you could call it a river stream. And then it connects to the ocean. So there's lots of water everywhere. I think oh yeah, no, I've got enough. They're just thick. But yeah, there's one night where I've booked that was a bit skewy for that one. I've booked a sunset cruise for Bruno and I with some demonstrators. We've got Brandy Barnard that's coming along. Lisa was going to come along, but she gets a little bit on catamarans. She gets seasickness. Actually, I have to try and get some seasickness tablets to bring along with me too. I really like the New Zealand ones. I think my friend has them, but she's in Thailand. Oh, actually, Jessie might have them. Yeah, I'll message Jessie, because I'm pretty sure she's got them. They're called Sea Legs. And I've always found they've been the best ones, because I don't get drowsy. But they work really well. I really like it on the edge like that. I wish I did it with all of them now. Anyway, live and learn. This is fun doing this with you guys. I'm actually a lot more productive when I do it with people than when I do it on my own, because when I'm on my own, I get really distracted. Ask Bruno. I end up going on like Heyday and Yeah, it's just too easy to get distracted. Beautiful. And I'll do the insides as well with you. I like it coming off the edge a little bit too. I really like that. So I've got one more, but I don't have the items to go on it. That would be right. I've got a congratulations, but I need another flower. Here we go. There's the congratulations. Ooh, it's really cut badly, this one. What were you doing, Kylie Bertucci? Yeah, that's a bit better. And the flower, I'm going to have to fussy cut. So painful. It's so sad not having the die. You realize just how good the dies are when you have to do mass cutting, mass production. It's like, no, I know I love fussy cutting, but this is not fun. And for those of you that are just tuning in, why am I doing fussy cutting when there's a die? I've lost the die. I have to go through the bins today. Now I'll just cut that off because it's in the way a bit. This is a labor of love. Ta-da! There we go. I do like it a little bit zhuzhy too. I'm going to do that with the others. Bruno, triggering me. Bruno like turned all the bins upside down for me because he knows I get like literally it's the one thing that spirals me. I'm like I'm gonna have a breakdown. It's like, and I was on a mission. I was doing so well, but I'm kind of glad that it worked out the way it did. It always works out because now I could do it with all of you. Because had I have done it yesterday, then you would have missed out on seeing all of these. But I'm going to do the inserts with our lovely YouTube members when I go live next. So once we finish this, I'll do the insides with them and have a bit of a chat because it's nice to be chatting and crafting, right? Well, I do like it with it zhuzhed up a little bit. And I've got to do a recipe for this too. I've got to look for our recipes that Bruno's made and put that in. But yes, that is the card. Aren't they beautiful? So I'm going to be doing 26 all up. So I think I've only got 10 here so far. But they just look so beautiful. Huh? Love, love, love. Just gorgeous. Amazing. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining me today for this amazing swap that we're doing for the incentive trip. So much fun. Did you enjoy that today? I really enjoyed doing this with you today. I love seeing it all in bulk too. It's so fun. But yeah, I have a few more to do as well as my shopping. So it's all happening, which is very exciting. I know. Hi. I have no idea what's happening with Ecamm today, but anyway, I'll have to fix that as well before I go live the next time to find out what's happening. So what is it doing? It's having a little bit of a meltdown. Now, anything else that I needed to share with you? Last chance for our paper club. Like literally, now paper club's disappeared. What is it doing? It's like is it leaning on a keyboard button somewhere? It literally just erased my paper club, and there was a lock on it. It's like you're not meant to change with a lock on. I literally saw it happen before my very eyes. Bruno won't believe me. That's okay. I don't need him to believe me. I know what I saw. Thank you, everyone. But I'll see if I can find Paper Club for you because I really want to show you Paper Club. I want you to be able to join up. If you live in Australia, you can join our Paper Club. And Bruno's done such a beautiful image. It just disappeared on us. Okay, let's see if this will work. Let's see if it's going to behave itself again. Let's unlock that. Add a photo. Time will tell. It's all a bit of fun doing trial and error anyway, isn't it? It's like, what's going to happen next? Who even knows? Not even Kylie knows. Thank you so much. I'm sure we'll have a great time on our Mexico trip. We're so looking forward to it. In some ways, though, I feel like I wish that we were going away for a bit longer, but because it is so far. But I think it will be nice because Bella needs to be looked after as well. And yeah, we don't want to leave her for too long because she's special. She's our special girl. And Jessie's going to be looking after Bella, which is really nice. I know. But it doesn't look like it wants to work. I promise I tried. I'll do it without me in it, but it looks a bit weird. It looks very random without me in it, but you'll understand. This is true Kylie. Oh, now it's not even screen sharing. Are you kidding me? It's literally doing everything. It's like every place that I have this image. Oh, I know why. Okay. Let me just remove this and then it will all work. Look at this. Will the paper club work now? No. Oh, yes, it did. It's because I'd put a layer over the top to try and cover up what was there before. Okay, so here's paper club, everyone. I clearly need a break, even just a short one. So you can scan this and then you'll be part of our paper club. If you want to collect it all, like me, I'm a collector. Hello, collector. I am a fellow collector. You can scan this and it will take you to our paper club. And if you did decide that you weren't going ahead with joining, which I don't quite understand why you wouldn't, but anyway, just in case, you can join our In Colour Club as well. So if you take a photo of those, then those QR codes that look very pretty over here, this is a QR code. You can scan this and it will take you to our In Colour Club. Thank you for being with me today to have a bit of a laugh, a bit of fun. Oh dear, what are we going to do with Kylie? And like always, our amazing video class bundle is happening. In fact, Bruno is just finishing our new one, which is using Country Woods with plural. And it is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I love it. I'm really happy with my card too. Even Bruno went, ooh. I've got the rock and roll one here, but the Nature's Sweetness is available. And there's a lot of other ones available. So go and check out those classes because it's only, I think it works out, you get 12 classes. So it's less than $2 a class and you get them for a lifetime. And it's 12 different demonstrators from around the world. So that is very exciting. So Bruno will be finishing off our next one, which is the Country Woods, which is just in time for the new catalogue. And if that's something that you had on your wish list, then definitely look out for that online class, the 12 classes, because you're going to get lots of ideas and lots of cool things there. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Really loved catching up with you all. It's been amazing, even though we've had lots of fun technical errors, like, it decided to work now. Thank you, front-facing camera. Decided to do something. Good job. So we'll jump on right away for our beautiful member peeps. So if you want to be part of our next live, then all you need to do is join up and you can join in all the fun behind the scenes. And don't forget, there'll be a lot of Mexico behind the scenes as well, which is going to be very exciting to share that with you. And the link that you need is that one there for joining. But yes, don't forget on stage is online stamping retreat, OSR, because we'd love to see you there. And that's coming up in May. So you love to hear me type. I actually have a lot of quick keys that I use too, Sally. So it looks like I'm typing a big long thing, but with Apple they have text replacement and it's very handy because all I have to type is 3 letters and then the rest pops up. It's how I do it. I couldn't remember all these links and having to go and get them all, I'd be like, it'd be even more of a hot mess around here. If it's even possible. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Big hugs to all of you, and we shall see you not next week here live, but you will see us online everywhere. You'll be like, oh my goodness, so sick of seeing Kylie and Bruno's face. But yes, follow our Instagram. That's our Instagram link there. So follow Instagram, follow our YouTube. So make sure you're following this and you get notifications. Turn the bell on because then you'll make sure that you don't miss a thing of our trip because we'll have lots of freebie items as well. But if you want a little bit extra, then the membership's definitely for you. And I'll just show you this. We'll do a little display here. Yes. Look at all of those. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Oh, love them. Can we get a good photo with it all? We'll do one that's in the middle that looks like it's standing up nice and proud. There we go. Yay! Swappy time. Oh, that's a good angle. Yeah, that one there. Yay! Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for helping me make my swaps for Mexico. And I'll take a picture of all of them when we're done. Yay! See you soon, everyone. See you online somewhere. And come and join us in Mexico. Woohoo! Bye. See you, everyone. Thanks for being here.